In a world full of video games and iPads, sometimes I think just playing with old school toys can be forgotten about a little bit.
But you know what? There's a place in Minneapolis where playing is all they ask you to do. Just let your imagination run totally free and create something.
It's called Leonardo's Basement, and this is where Twin Cities Live reporter Kelly Hansen took this week's Kid Connection child, Meet Eli.
Oh, that's almost perfect. A little bit wider, it looks like.
Oh yeah, I can see what you mean now.
Kids come to Leonardo's Basement, and what can they do here?
Whatever they want to do. And he said monster truck, and then he said car, and saw train track and wanted to build a train, and so we did a little bit of every one of those
We
things.
put like slides on the outside that are flat.
He loves Legos. He is brilliant at them. He can put together kits like you would not believe, not even reading the directions. And here he has just jumped right in and has started creating a masterpiece.
10-year-old Eli likes to tinker.
If there's like two rubber bands we could use, so it would go on each side and then we could turn this and then it would probably twist it, make it go.
Eli is a very polite young man. He's very inquisitive, bright, super bright kid.
And this is what he wants to share with a
He
family.
has a gentle soul. He also has a very hurt soul. He is going to need somebody very calm and patient and nurturing that is going to kind of be his permanent foundation from this point on. And he is kind of worried that maybe that's not going to happen for him.
To think about a 10-year-old having to worry about that, I can't even fathom what that would be like. I mean, you see this quite a bit.
It's so unfair because he's not 10. I mean, he is 10, but emotionally he is like 2 sometimes. Sometimes he's like 17, 18, thinking about, you know, I have to take care of myself. I'm the one who's responsible for me. So it's so sad, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't need permanent family that is going to help him be a kid so that he can have some of those experiences.
Then we could go like that because it needs to be bigger.
When I say the word family, what do you think of?
Someone who cares about you. That's loving. And sometimes if you ask something, they don't get mad. Like if you do something bad, they don't get as mad.
For Eli, he has definitely a protective coat on, his invisibility cloak, so to speak, that is protecting him from getting hurt again. So it's going to need a family that's going to be super calm and patient, recognizing that those walls are there and it's going to take time for them to go away.
When I say the word adoption, what do you think of?
When someone that you think will love you comes and adopts you.
Do you think that'll happen for you?
Maybe.
I think so. To fit into that family mold takes time.
Absolutely. You're adjusting to each other. You're 2 different lives that are coming together.
Yep, it'll work anywhere.
There's going to be concessions on each side, and you're going to be joining into one. And you also are, you know, bringing somebody in who has had some pretty traumatic life experiences that doesn't necessarily know how to do family the way that you might expect that they would do family. So it will take time, but with time, commitment, you know, support, it can happen.
It can change a kid's life.
It can. It does, and it's worth it.
Oh my goodness, and these caseworkers who work with these kids, they are unbelievably just strong, amazing, giving people.
Boy, it's tough not to watch that and just have your heart just break, just thinking, oh, we just want all of these kids to just be loved.
Because again,
to have that source of
every
love.
person deserves unconditional love, and every person just wants that and craves that, no matter how old you are and no matter what you've been through. If you would like to learn more about adopting a school-aged child right here in Minnesota, you can head to TwinCitiesLive.com.
A big thanks to Leonardo's Basement, really cool spot there, for giving Eli the tools that he needed to just be a kid for a little while. We've posted their location details online.
All right, let's take